So folks, let me say a pleasant good morning. A pleasant good morning to the viewers over here. We are live in the Supreme Court where the Koffa bloc just arrived in a fish normal. And
so this is the ground of the Supreme Court. So finally, we are here at the ground of the Supreme Court.
Temporal justice.
Let's see what happened today.
Where we
So on a report, before you guys depart the Temple of Justice, we want to talk to you guys. You are here at the grounds of the Supreme Court. What's the expectation?
Well, our expectation different. Would not be different than the rule of law being upheld. And we believe in the wisdom and the understanding of the Supreme Court.
Do you trust the system of the Supreme Court?
We believe the rule of law must prevail, the rule of law must be upheld. That is what we believe.
You have always moved with the speaker and now coming to hear the final ruling today, you are coming alone.
It doesn't matter. I don't know when you talk about coming alone, we have school of lawmakers here. So thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you.
so folks, so whatsoever the minority bloc just arrived here. This is the official arrival of the minority bloc here to listen to the ruling of the Supreme Court. So they're having to be a final ruling for the Supreme Court. So what's we keep posted? Keep posted as Supreme Court. All the happenings here at the Supreme Court. So we're still awaiting the others minority bloc. We want the arrival of the minority bloc on the grounds of the Supreme Court, and we stay here again to bring you all the happening. So this is it, Liberian women, our mother, our sister, our aunt, emerged themselves together to seek a justice for we the Liberian people.
Yes. By the grace of God, because I walk everything.
Listen.
Then I walk on say.
The first enemies of the year.
Yes.
So let's read some placards. This is victory speaker J Fonati Koffa. Please present be with you. Let God present be with you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Call power women.
Call power women?
Yes.
You call women?
We call women, yes.
Which church are from?
We get special church. We Muslim, Christian.
So now people will say you have been sponsored by lawmakers to travel today.
Hello.
No,
Excuse me.
Lord.
Generally, 1 minute. Mama, please come 1 minute. Please come.
Lawmaker. No lawmaker.
Mama.
We keep ourselves.
Hello.
So let's listen to the police director
Yeah.
We allow you to be here for some reason. But you're not called noise. The place, we're trying to keep the place quiet. If you call noise, that means that you won't be here.
Nobody must talk. So that
a strong Menglik instruction was given
So
to
today, as it relates to the ruling from the Honorable Supreme Court of Liberia.
when the rulings of Supreme Court of Liberia, he in the favor of my speaker, Liberian speaker, I will be happy.
Please come.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
The policeman tried to prepare say give people
so let's take let's say the battle is not yours. Wait and see. So the officer, the Liberia National Police gave a strong mandate to the core power women to fold their placard and sit, kneel and just watch the process. But according to the core power women, say that they actually came to witness the ruling of the Supreme Court, but they are not here to give out any violence, but remain calm and genuine. Keep following whatsoever you are. My name is Emmanuel B. Thomas. This is TTV Online. December 6, 2024, today having to be specials day in Liberia. This whole saga that was circulating around the media landscape today having to be a final ruling years on the grounds of the Supreme Court. So folks keep following the live broadcast.
And today is relatively what people report to you, and this is an indication that there has been no short violence anyway so far since my gathering at this particular point. There has been no signs of violence.
Yes. How are you doing?
Okay, so this is it. The law is the law. We don't know what are the just the ministry we ruled in favor of the minority bloc or the majority bloc. But the law is the law.
This is what we something. What did that? You want to share? So, this is for the television. So, Thursday of last week. So on Thursday of last week.
Okay, so let me welcome a few of our.
So folks, keep following TT. We are today the Supreme Court will addresses that ongoing leadership saga i.e. the Hawks. It is important to recognize that in the situations there are no true witnesses or winners. Our people have focused a significant handshake as a result. So what's up, we keep posted.
A lot of teachers the emphasis of the House of Representatives. So what was
Let's take 3 comments. Then go.
in a very, very line of ruling independent ruling from the Supreme Court so that Nigerians can be well satisfied and well pleased with the decision taken. So that's the announcing that was the now moving in one of those legal personnel of the majority bloc is now moving in. That was means one of those legal personnel of the majority bloc. Council of Land Shuffle. We here.
So, Mr. Conan,
District 2 lawmaker just arrived here. A memo from the majority bloc, District 2 lawmaker, Sekukanen, just arrived on the grounds of the Supreme Court.
so keep watching us, keep following it live. This is DNU Small Television. The name is we are coming to you live. Today, the Supreme Court was expected to come down so far in a case of members of House Judges Koffa and the majority bloc. Member of the majority J Fonati Koffa came to the Supreme Court to complete his case.
We have been told that some of those
members of the Speaker of the House of Representatives stop this police from wrongfully removing him as Speaker of the House of Representatives, so that the both parties was invited by the Supreme Court, and then they came, they made a case, the lawyers represented them, and then today, after listening to the lawyers from the both sides, Supreme Court is expected to come down to a ruling any moment from now. So all ears are now to the Supreme Court.
Okay, let's take 3 comments here. Say,
everybody wants to know what going to be the ruling. Whether you're going to be in favor of the battle speaker, J Fonati Koffa, or you're going to be in favor of the majority bloc, all ears are down to the Supreme Court to see how some people will come down in this case involving battle speaker, J Fonati Koffa, and his colleagues for the majority bloc. Councillor Koffa has arrived along with our district and minority representative friends at they've already gone upstairs, and then Samuel Koffa, the majority bloc, along with chairman, executive for the majority bloc, will be coming down for 3 p.m. today. For now, expected to come down for ruling to vote against Saga and also the representatives. So there's a huge presence of officers of the National Temple of Justice. As usual, they are here to provide security on the ground to make sure that this place is safe and secure. Media police from different media institutions are also here, and we are doing
Green Kimakante lawmaker is here to witness this. This whole ruling, we're told that she is supporting J Fonati Koffa. This is the arrival of Bintu Masale to So folks, whatsoever you keep following TTV to bring you all the update years on the grounds of the Supreme Court.
Yeah, stopping people from entering. Because so that not everybody allowed to enter to come here.
So who are you?
I'm one of the journalists from LMA.
Okay.
I was in the media here, so I can represent my entity.
Okay.
Yeah, so I didn't want to go and cover the police said that they will not allow no one to come here. I said, everybody have to come in.
So did you show your identity? Okay. Okay, so folks, we are trying to move.
So it's very tough year where our patriotic or proud citizens to enter the Supreme Court is very difficult. You need to identify yourself candidate before the police gives you the dominion to enter. So we are making our way there to bring you what is unfolding there.
What's the issue? Welcome to the media. What's the issue, sir?
Nothing major happened. As the people came from the Capitol building there, and then we tried to enter, and the police there, they tried to stop them. So I went to acquire what is 40. But they acting so arrogant, so I don't know what to even tell them.
Who are those acting arrogant?
The police. So I told them, I said, even their commander can't do me nothing. He can't do me nothing. And because you see people citizens coming, why are you harassing them? You want to tell them if they give you command or order to implement. And then you implement your order, or you ask one of somebody, like official of government, let me, I can't ask you. I think it's better you explain to me in duty, then I want to say. But you're just shouting.
We saw you there. Why you told the people?
I told them they shouldn't fight till they get there. It's because they should talk to their own citizens. That the people citizens, the people coming, you don't know what they're coming for. So you will stop them, you will deprive them from their own right? No, it's not necessary.
Thank you.
So, Representative,
And he have given his side of the story about
giving his own side of the story,
the police
his brief interaction, brief hostile interaction with riot police officers who are following the job here related to that.
How you doing, sir?
So you seem to
Saw
be
the lawmaker, and the lawmaker said the statement made by you.
What I'm saying is that nobody above the law, even the great Joseph Numa Boaka, you got to respect the law. You can be a lawmaker, you should be able to respect the law. You should be a respecter of law. You're not above the law.
What prompted your statement?
The man said the statements coming from the lawmaker mother, even their commander can't do nothing to him.
So what led to that statement? What led to that
I
statement?
don't know what happened.
Okay.
But the statement from the lawmaker is totally wrong.
Are you
They don't represent him. I'm very disappointed in him. As a journalist, I'm very disappointed in him. You cannot be the one who gave uniform to those people, you don't respect the uniform. The man is one of the plague of the problem of Liberia. That's an enemy of our country. Even the man wrong to you should give you our respect because you honor the flag. That's my argument. I'm not supporting their action to the lawmaker, but the statement from the lawmaker, it don't represent him. That's the fact.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you.
The statement from the lawmaker does not represent him as a lawmaker. That actually came from the Liberian journalists in Bradford Heritage Young People. So the police were given a strong mandate that whosoever has the opportunity to enter here should identify themselves. So folks, this is we are stay here. We are stay here.
Hey man, you don't see me again.
The minority that is here already.
Okay, today is a final day for the Supreme Court to give a final ruling. To give a final ruling for this whole fratricide, the climax. So the law is the law. Whether the Supreme Court will rule in a specific person, but in the proper way of the law.
So that is
where we should be still there, because that's where every other person will pass, people making their way inside of the lawmaking temple of justice. So we are here and we will update you and give you play-by-play description. But at the same time be sharing our live podcast. TV Liberia, Frederick Nesta Wales are still here and waiting the official arrival of the majority party.
Thank you. All right, thank you so much. So now, so why in case things doesn't go that way?
It doesn't matter, we are looking forward to it.
It doesn't matter, we are looking forward to the law. So meanwhile the law is law. So folks will stay here waiting the full arrival of the majority bloc. Keep posted.
Listening to all of those lawmakers, the decision taken by the Supreme Court is what they will support, and that side is where they will go. So now, I mean,
we are hopeful because Supreme Court rulings and decisions are basically based on precedents. So there are precedent cases in Liberia that will be a determinatory factor, for today's ruling. And we can anticipate to a larger extent that the Supreme Court will now outrule its own judgment in major precedent cases. One of them is the Mary Brock case. Another one is Snow versus Ketekumi Murray and other legislators. Another one is Speaker Tyler and other members of the legislature. The court have held under the doctrine of the political question that the Supreme Court will not intervene into political matters. And under Article 3 of the Constitution of Liberia, it is clear and unambiguous that there are three separate and coordinated branches of government, and that each branch has a constitutional mandate and functionality. The Supreme Court has a mandate to interpret law. and also to make law in cases. And equally, the legislature has 3 cardinal functions, which you all are aware of. Of course, the executive has its own constitutional mandate. So no one branch of government has any exclusive authority to stall the constitutional mandate or function of another branch.
So if this really doesn't go your way today, do you think it's going to be a right precedent?
Good precedent? I can say to you, Article 65 and 66 of our Constitution gives the Supreme Court the exclusive authority as the final arbiter of justice. Whatever decision that is handed down today by the Supreme Court remain law and gospel, and it will be respected by every party, regardless of what front, whether left or right, whether majority or minority. I can say to you, we are 73 lawmakers. We were elected for 6 years. We are just concluding the first 1 year. We got 5 more years to sit down in one room. The work of the Liberian people has to go on, and we need to make impact in Liberia. So whatever the ruling is, I can say to you 100%.
One may say, at what point?
I'm a respecter of the law.
Makatomon Deshkrin number 4 lawmaker clarified make some scenarios pertaining to the law. He said, what if the ruling court against him, definitely he will accept it. So the law is the law. That actually came from Makatomon. So folks, wherever you are, keep following, keep sharing the live broadcast. We stay here on the grounds of the Supreme Court. So as to bring you the happiness here, let me take a few comments from our comment section. Okay. Our rapper said, I'm following from my resident. We respect the law. Okay. Both parties are following the law. If not, they won't have been in the court today. Okay. So according to my followers, say both parties are actually following the law. Now, Harry P. Smoke said, the law is the law, nothing else but the law will provide. AMU University VAP said, the law is the law, I'm following from my end. Where Edwin Willard Wood said,
why should I not smile? You get a reason why I should not smile?
So what is your expectation today?
In terms of
the case here today?
The ruling. The ruling.
Supreme Court.
To ensure that writing is done. We have said in terms of our number, the Supreme Court has ruled on many cases, there are precedent cases, that they cannot interfere with the function of another branch of government. The legislature is the first branch of government. The working of the legislature is solely at the discretion of the legislators. So the Supreme Court, in the spirit of coordination, cannot tell what to do.
What if the ruling does not go in your favor?
I just said to you, the Supreme Court cannot tell what to do. And mark that word, you will observe that in a ruling, I anticipate that the clause, we do not have the authority to interfere, consistent with the doctrine of separation of power and the political question doctrine. If you don't find it there, never believe and trust me. It is the law. I'm not the one that wrote it. The Mirror Broad case is there. The Ellen Snow case is there. And long line of cases. If you were here for the argument, you heard the Chief Justice. The Chief Justice kept asking Councillor Arthur Johnson, subject matter jurisdiction. And the first thing, unconstitutional. So like I said to people, what a prayer that the declared our city unconstitutional. The Chief Justice in the deliberation consistently and repeatedly telling you, we do not have the power to declare this action as a statutory responsibility whenever the statute is violated or the law is violated, to stand by the side of the law. Minister of Justice said, Your Honor, there was no law violated. So what else you want to see? We saw, like I said to people sometimes, when we cover these events, we as media practitioners, we should be able to see the practical reality and sometimes inform the listening audience, because you people are the best judges. Someone will say Colette is a party to the suit. Colette will not be able to give the actual story as unfolding, right? But some of you people were around doing the hearing, the argument. You know what I'm saying? Minister of Justice said, Your Honor, as far as we are concerned, there was no law violated. And their prayer was granted.
Representative Colette, I want you to speak to the issue about the budget being resubmitted to...
Oh, that is laughable. That is laughable. The evidence are there. You know, that tells the Liberian people how desperate Comrade Koffa is. That tells the Liberian how desperate Comrade Koffa is.
What do you mean desperate?
Desperate to seize authority that is lacking. You saw the Minister of Information debunk him and said that they never resubmitted budget. You saw the Minister of Finance debunk him. They said they never resubmitted budget. It is the 73 copies of the budget that was delivered to the clerk office. It is those 73 copies that went with the presence of security. They took those copies, they started giving, and they pretended as if they were the one in charge. But that's not the issue. While we are waiting the ruling, I think one thing for me is more troubling to me is the loss of a statesman, the father, one of the political guru, I call political guru of this country in person of Senator Johnson. I think it's something that for some of us we are downhearted with. And in the process of his death, people using his car for his home again, involving and asking to lose another life, I think it's something that is quite disturbing for me.
I'm concerned about the respect of the rule of law.
So if the ruling today doesn't go in your favor, you still move on in removing
it tells me that everything I say, they didn't listen to it.
I listened to you.
No, you did not. You did not. You did not.
Article 65 of the Constitution gave the Supreme Court the right to preside and make decisions as the final arbitrary of law. So here you are saying
when the Supreme Court herself, when the Supreme Court herself in prison cases has told us repeatedly, we cannot interfere. You remember what
interfering interpretation is too different.
Was involved with a white guy a few months back, Jessica Lord. When we invited a judge, the Supreme Court said no. The House of Representatives does not have jurisdiction. You understand that? It is not within your purview, it's not within your power limit.
Then why are you here? Since the Supreme Court cannot decide, why are you here?
We are here because our actions is in respect to the rule of law. We want those who doubt the Supreme Court saying in the past in prison cases, let it re-echo it to them.
In respect to the rule of law, will you respect the court proceeding if it go either way?
I just said to you, the prison cases, the law controlling our jurisdiction, it is clear. The argument provided, it is clear. We cannot tell the legislator, come respect the rule of
so you can respect
So representing the James College said,
you can read for yourself.
The rules of law. But our greater question here is why he's
there's a quick question, right? There's a quick question.
Okay, let's take this. Musa Hazam Belete.
Why are we the law is the law, and that's a welcome.
You look smiling, you look smiling.
He is smiling. Musa Belete is here. The member of
Take one paper.
We will hear from the lawful country. It's all in the podium now.
Your colleagues have said earlier on that the Supreme Court not determine where the House of Representatives go in terms of making administrative decisions. What is your stand?
I did not hear what they say. I cannot respond to what they say. What I'm saying is that the sanctity of our democracy is online. The stability of our nation is online, and all of that are in the hands of the Supreme Court.
What do you imagine today's proceeding happening democratically?
It's in the court hands. I will respond to whatever decision they make when they make it. At this time, I cannot prejudge them.
What do you imagine?
Responsibility to uphold the law, and we are hoping that that's what we are going to do.
What do you imagine, sir? What do you imagine? What is your imagination? What is your imagination? Just a moment ago, you posted on your Facebook page.
Bring synergy among lawmakers to resolve the impasse as currently taking place. What do you say to them?
I mean, this has nothing to do with Lima County. This has everything to do with Liberia. So we deal with it like that.
What do you imagine? Just a moment ago, you posted on your page, your official Facebook page. And what you imagine? What is your imagination?
Won't come back.
Okay, you listen to Honorable Musa Hassan Bailey to District Number 7, Nima County. So folks, whatsoever you keep following to bring you the side reactions outside of the Supreme Court. We bring you the side reaction outside of the Supreme Court.
Where's going to be there? Total victory. Total victory? You hope for Where are you off? Honorable, are you saying something to the press?
Luther Corey said total victory. Okay.
So folks, wherever you're watching from, this is on my part. Today is not about today is about posture with the Lord and respect to the body
Yeah, because the speaker have so many counts. You can't work on a speaker that get what 6, 7 counts. Conflicted.
So the Supreme Court is the final arbiter of justice.
You just doesn't trust this.
The Supreme Court does not intervene in the first branch of government. Yes, definitely. Thank you very much.
So we have lawmakers, some counts, respect the rules of law, respect the court. So if the court ruled in favor of anybody, meanwhile the law is the law. So they are not going to bow out and then things from the law. So folks, whatsoever you keep following TTV, my name is Emmanuel Betomont. We are outside on the grounds of the Supreme Court to bring you all the side reactions.
Don't go away, be your boss.
The effect of the embargo so far and the majority bloc from the ruling today. So keep watching us, keep following us as we bring you live coverage from the ground of the Temple of Justice. This is the latest.
So okay, Kunku said I'm following from man where Sabag said we still awaiting the arrival of Speaker Kun.
Where the Supreme Court is expected to
You can see the people in contrast.
I told Johnson, you as representative
talking about 27.
You see, this is so interesting to see our Liberian people are so fed up with this dramatic saga that was going on, and they are here to witness the ruling.
Who we talk to Claire, and we have respect for law. Something is serious, three of us.
Question that he did not know. So we are here. Fonati Koffa is upstairs.
So we're going to also be giving information within the
lawmakers for the majority bloc, including Representative for the family, James Goulet, they are hosted. So keep watching. This is DN News on television. My name is George Koffa, coming to you live from the Temple of Justice, where Supreme Court is expected in this saga at the Lower House.
So folks, okay, let's take 3 comments again. Today, the Supreme Court suspected to come down with a ruling to clamorize this whole saga that is actually going on in Liberia, that actually keep our country hostage.
The speaker once every 6 years, and the speaker of official elected should be removed by force through the due process. So Mr. Koffa said that part of the Constitution has not been respected by his codice. That's why he went to the Supreme Court to ask the Supreme Court to intervene to stop his codice from wrongfully removing him.
So folks, we will bring you, I told you from the previous stage, we will bring you
we are here.
all the happening, whether negative or positive, and we read our comment will not tolerate any insultive word through our comment sessions.
Supreme Court, through the Chief Justice, Councilor Siana A. Yoke, and the rest of the justices come down with a ruling, whether in favor or against. But whatever the case be like today, we hope that the sides that will not be victorious will accept the results.
Okay, Isige said victory is for who?
Also,
let be persevere. Victory for who?
He said they will respect the ruling, whatever way it's ruling, respect that ruling, because the Supreme Court is the final arbiter of justice. James Goulet said the Supreme Court can impose anything.
I mean, this is a long-awaited verdict, so we are all here to hear what the Supreme Court has to say. Very optimistic. But whatever the day brings, what is important is that we get back to the work of
whatever the day brings, the last word.
The last words from the court, whatever the days break or whatever the day bring, we will buy by it. So,
he has to be one of the critical stages of this particular case. Let's come Representative Anders.
We will bring our country together. My expectation is that regardless of what the law says today, I hope we will see the need to come together in the interest of peace, tranquility, and just making sure our country can stand up again. We have 3 branches of governments. Those other 2 branches are working very well. But the legislature is incapacitated right now because of what happened. So we pray today, I call on my friends, no matter who they are, they need to understand that whether on both sides, in union strong, success is sure.
Will the ruling today lay to rest the halu-balu at the legislature, particularly the House of Representatives?
That is our prayer. Our prayer is that if the House said we need to join the majority bloc or our colleagues, we should do that. If it said we need to come together under the Speaker and deal with our issues, we need to do that. So whichever way the laws which instructs us to work, my goal as a representative people of District Number 6 is to do that, because this has gone on too long and our people have suffered. And I think it is in our interest that we follow the rules and regulations.
Someone could have just said that the Supreme Court does not have any authority to point in the representatives.
The Supreme Court is not going into our case. The Supreme Court is trying to guide us. They are the final when it comes to the law in our country, when it comes to telling us how we interpret this law. And if the law says that you must have 49, if the law says that due process must be accorded, and they, in their wisdom, they understood and saw that due process was not accorded, I think it is expedient that we listen to what they say. It doesn't mean one side have won. Liberians have won in the interest of making sure Liberia moves on. I don't think this can continue for a long time. I'm hoping to see people across the aisle put Liberia first today and put all of our differences aside and put Liberia first. And I'm here to point finger at anyone, to condemn anyone, but to see how we come together once again.
According to you, Liberians are suffering. What inform your decision or your statement?
If you look at the way things are, our budget should be dealt with right now. It's not being dealt with. This is Christmas season. The country year is coming to an end. This budget have not been passed. Things have not been looked at. And I think it creates untold suffering to our people. It is expedient. It is in the interest of all Liberians that those on both sides of the aisle sit together and iron up our differences.
Who takes responsibility of what is going on currently?
Come again?
Who takes responsibility of
all lawmakers? All of us do. We all should take the responsibility.
Okay, thank you so much. We all should take the responsibility that authority came from Samuel Ennis said we all take the responsibility. And one thing that I'm very I love and enjoyed from him is that there are three branches of government, but in so doing only two are functioning, but the other one who is the judiciary are not functioning. So he pray for those guys to immerse themselves and come back to do the Liberian people work. Okay, so keep following you. Whatsoever you are, keep following. This is DTV. We are here on the grounds of the Supreme. My name is Emmanuel Thomas.
In the festive season, budget has not been passed yet. We will have brought the talk about lawmakers should take responsibility for what we call Liberian people are going through, suffering here in Liberia. According to our source, they just start voting.
So first or many for now, we will close the screen of the television to bring you the next happening.
So let's see what are the laws.
Okay, just a Parker say I'm following live on Meridian Pupu City.
So we are still here.
Drop a comment whatsoever you are. Or you can predict what
where we are still here.
The Supreme Court will in favor of any party or any a bloc.
This could be one of the questions people ask. Why is it that many people in Liberia are suffering already? Just told us the 73 lawmakers are responsible because today the budget has to be passed and they so cost. So he said they are responsible for why he called because of what.
One good statement I enjoy from district number 6 lawmaker, Reverend Samuel Inan said, our Liberians people are suffering while they are enjoying making a palaver among themselves instead of them implementing the Lord, but they are making a palaver among themselves while the Liberians people are suffering. That actually came from district number 6 lawmaker Samuel Inan. So let's drop free comments. Free comments and drop it. Say, the Supreme Court will rule in favor of the law. Exactly so. The Supreme Court will rule in favor of the law. It is why we have a law to guard we the Liberian people. Joshua say, good afternoon, guys. I'm following from district number 6 at GSA Row. Okay, let's take this. Emmanuel Epin said, if any attempts to bypass our constitution, this Capitol building should be set on fire. No, we'll not tolerate that. Blamuk Sako said, I'm following from Saksatan Bonkande.
John Sano Momo, congratulations, Speaker Koffa, the Lord should be the Lord.
So first drop a comment. Daliton Double said, I'm waiting for the...
No one is getting you. No one is getting you the law.
So just keep following. Wheresoever you are following from, keep following at this time. Just keep following. We bring you information.
So keep dropping your comments.
Substantive information from the Supreme Court, where today we will be listening to
the whole judges are corrupt.
So folks, let me read a few comments. Okay. Mill said the law is the law. Okay. The law is the law.
The Lord
share the love guys. Has to bring you all the happening. Share the love broadcast has to bring you all the happenings here.
This is the
John say, I'm following from Cinco Nan Street. While Elijah, I say, let the law be the law. Mark Camara said, we are waiting to see what will happen next. Okay. Mark Camara said, let's see, district number 8 lawmaker Prince Toll just arrived.
Prince Toll is here, and we should be able to hear from him. So
it was ruled. The majority always rule. Therefore, we expect the Supreme Court to respect our decision.
So who in your favor after 3 becoming 19?
But why are you here?
Why are you coming late?
So whatever decision the capital comes out, will you take that?
Why are you coming late?
District number 4. District number 8 a lawmaker Prince Toll. No, why the majority bloc are complaining on our question here is why all members from the majority bloc are complaining, saying that the Supreme Court have nothing to do with our business, but why their presence is here. Our question there. Let's take a few comments. Okay. Prince 2 district number 8 lawmaker just arrived. Okay, do the good job. Thank you. Okay, Oliver Blambo following from Pluto district, Pluto Marina County.
It's a hand down rooting into
that will be that power. So there we see our mother, our aunts, our sister are holding or plier. Say this is a GPW, the God's Power Women, staying with you. What the other said, Ingo we chose. Say
they have 7 children.
Ingo we chalked. I say go power women. Why you say the other say justice for Speaker J Fonati Koffa. Why go power women say God bless you J Fonati Koffa. So let's take the others on my left. Say I go power women. Say justice for Speaker J Fonati Koffa. Long live Speaker. Long live the rules of law of Mama Liberia say long live. Yeah. Let's go. Say God power women in support of J Fonati Koffa. Victory. Speaker J Fonati Koffa. God present be with you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen, amen, and amen.
The battle is not yes.
And the other one says here, the battle is what?
Okay. Let me see it now. Okay, yours. The battle is not yours. Wait and see. Let the Lord fight for you. Definitely the Lord of our presence in the so this one says
Jesus is working for you. You are here for Speaker Koffa. Why are you here for Speaker Koffa? One piece. So do you think Speaker Koffa is Speaker Koffa way is the peace? So why in case the court does not rule in favor of Speaker Koffa? Okay, so
what the name of the group? So God Power Women. Okay. So you're in support of J Fonati Koffa. Why? But why cannot get your justice? Your name? Yeah? So let's read this. Say Jesus is working for you, J Fonati Koffa. The last one.
So thank you. So we are done on the flip side.
So folks, I think you see Liberians are here to win this very
Let's see what is happening.
Let's bring our camera closer.
See.
And I follow the regulation of the court. Because our constitution is on visitation. Are you saying that the court will say students can observe the court proceeding? No, but they are with me. I'm telling you, there's no one else to look after them now. Huh?
If your officer embarrassing you.
No, it's not. I'm just asking what the rule says because I'm going up with my children to observe the court proceeding.
Operation.
No, but I'm waiting now. I won't understand it.
Is there constitutional reliance?
What? So a counselor at law called to the bar cannot go up with students to observe the court proceeding. That's what you're saying? Huh? I'm asking you.
Are they unified?
So, counselor at law called to the bar cannot observe court proceeding in the gallery. Is that what the regulations say?
How can you prove this? There are students coming from
No, these people are all with me. They're my children. They're sitting with me. We're observing the court proceeding. I'm a counselor at law called to the bar. You're saying that the regulations say because I brought students here before to observe court proceeding. This one is different. Yeah, it's a state issue. That's what they should learn. No? They shouldn't understand how the proceeding where the judge is going to go and read a ruling. What's wrong with them sitting down and listening to the reading of the ruling? Yeah? They say they're within the car will not be tense with them. They might be hostile. I'm going to go in the gallery. Hostel.
We're talking about peace. So the entire project goes out because your kids are going here.
Yeah, but I get it.
Listen, we're not stopping you.
Yeah, no, but effectively, that what happening now because if they can't go there, I can't go now. Yeah, because
look at the safety.
The men are raising different issues. So safety. No, no, it's fine. I will just wait for the ruling.
Are you feeling embarrassed?
Yeah?
Are you feeling embarrassed?
No, I'm not embarrassed, brother. It's fine.
So should members of the public go in because your kids are going in?
Yeah?
Should members of the public go in because your kids are going in?
We'll pass that matter already.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to know. Thank you, Honorable.
Thank you, Honorable. Thank you, Honorable.
Listen to Councillor Bala.
Are you disappointed that you are not allowed in?
Hi, I'm going to leave it right there.
Councillor Bala been denied entering with the case to listen to the reading. According to him, he said he once brought a children here to witness the Supreme Court ruling, but today the children has been denied for entering the Supreme Court. But so be it, we're here today to bring you all the happening. Let me from our comment section.
So he put the kids back in the car and he proceeded to the
So drop a comment. Drop a comment as you close the screen of the television. You say, I love this. No one is above the law. Whatever the law says, we should implement it. Those who are making the law are there to implement the law. So thanks to Councillor Bala for understanding the law and go by the referee procedure. My name is Emmanuel Thomas. This is TTV Online. Thank you so much. A minute from now, we will close the screen of the television to bring you the conversation, the discussions pertaining to the script readings happening live up there.